I'm enjoying my break, and I hope everyone else is also. I see some of you are doing some good work in the intermediate guided practice accountability page. You're posting videos, and I love it. I'm responding to Samuel in particular, but all of you in general. I said it earlier that naming the chords would be a good idea, and I noticed that Samuel was struggling with a little bit of this, and so I wanted to do some things here that may offer some clarification to make the process easier. Naming the chords is good because it gives you a mental link to what they are, so that when you say D minor 9, you don't think about it. You know what D minor 9 is. You know what it sounds like here before you even play it. Right? Now, 2-5-1s, which is what we're talking about here. 2-5-1s can either resolve to a major chord or a minor chord in this study. A 2-5-1 in C can be played very simply by playing the root, the third, and the seventh. This is D minor 7. The fact that this isn't there doesn't change the fact that this is D minor 7. This is G dominant 7. This is the only note that's missing from G dominant 7, but it doesn't change what this chord is. And then this is C major 7. And this note can be added or left out without changing fundamentally what this chord is. So you have D minor 7, G dominant 7, C major 7. The same thing applies when you invert it. D minor 7, G dominant 7, C major 7. Now, if I want to play this to a minor, 2-5 to a minor, right, then I'm going to wind up with a few different things. For one thing, I'm probably going to play a half diminished 7 chord, which is going to give me this. Now, if I do this, I have a G dominant 7 altered, which means in this case a flat 9. It could also be a G dominant 7 altered and have a raised 9. It can have a raised 5th or a flatted 6th, right? All of these are possible. G dominant 7 altered means I can do this or I can do this. And it's going to resolve to C minor. C minor 7 in this case. You'll see this chord. You'll see this progression. You'll see that. That's resolving it to C minor 6. It also resolves to C minor with the major 7 and to C minor 7. Most commonly C minor 7 in the study we've been doing. Adding the ninth to these chords doesn't change anything fundamentally about them except what you might call them. Although, if somebody plays this and says D minor 7, I'm not going to argue with them because it still is D minor 7. It just happens to have a ninth added. This is D minor 9. Now, if I do this, the real name for this is G dominant 13. Why? Because here's the 13th, right? And this is the ninth. But fundamentally, it's still G dominant 7. G dominant 13 would be probably the most correct name for it. C major 9. D minor 9, G dominant 13, C major 9. Now what happens if I invert this? Well, D minor 9. Still G dominant 13, C major 9. What if I start putting this shoe on, start doing this with the minor? What happens? D half diminished 7, G dominant 7 fully altered, or G dominant 7 altered, G dominant 7 flat 9, sharp 5, flat 9, G dominant 7 raised 5, flat 5, sharp 9, or flat 5, sharp 9, right? C minor 9. But then you notice it still hasn't changed this basic motion. This works as a 2-5 to the minor, but it doesn't have the color that we associate with minor. I really want to hear this if it's a 2-5 going to a minor. So remember, minor 7, dominant 7, major 7, or minor 7, flat 5, half diminished 7, dominant 7, minor 7. And that will get you through this study most effectively. And then if they're minor 7s and you add a 9 to them, then they become minor 9s. If they're dominant 7s and you add a 9 to them, they become dominant 9s, etc. Happy practicing.